Hey, what's going on, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Imagine waking up to find your crypto portfolio has taken a nosedive overnight. Welcome to the heart of the crypto storm, where every decision could make or break your financial future. Today, we dive deep into the chaos of the cryptocurrency markets, where the whispers of the potential XRP crash echo through the digital halls of finance. Are you ready to navigate through the turmoil? Here's the mystery that keeps crypto enthusiasts up at night. Is XRP on the brink of another catastrophic crash? The markets are in disarray, with President Trump's new tariffs sending shockwaves through the risk-on assets. Bitcoin, XRP, and other cryptocurrencies have faced mass liquidations, a tidal wave of sell-offs that's left investors reeling. But amidst this gloom, there's a glimmer of hope. Today, we not only decode the signs of the potential crash, but also reveal strategies to safeguard your investment. We'll break down the latest market analysis and share insider tips on how to turn this market turmoil into your advantage. The clock is ticking. Every second counts when you're dealing with volatile markets like these. With crypto liquidations potentially reaching an unprecedented $10 billion, as reported by Bybit's CEO, inaction could be costly. But don't panic, stay tuned, because we're going to explore actionable insights that could protect your assets from further decline. This isn't just news, it's survival information you can't afford to ignore. We will deep dive into, is XRP price going to crash? We're going to look at what market analysts are telling us about what's in this actual charts. Crypto market liquidations likely reach $10 billion, Bybit CEO says. And risk on assets, Trump's tariffs lead to mass Bitcoin and crypto liquidations. We're going to be jumping over to X and taking a look at the breaking news that's happening in the crypto world right now. And we'll take a look at XRP's price in the charts and looking at our long-term and short-term momentum indicators. But first, let's take a look at the overall crypto market health. What's going on in the markets right now? Current market cap is at $3.31 trillion. It's up 1.5% today. 2 days ago, we were talking about the market cap sitting at $3.4 trillion with that significant sell-off over the last 48 hours. We have had a nice recovery on news that these tariffs may be going away, which we'll dive into shortly. Fear and greed index taking an absolute nosedive over the last couple of days, currently coming in at a 39. People are getting very scared of what the markets are starting to look like. Yesterday, we were at a 47, and last week we were at 55. Altcoin season index coming in at a 40 over 100. Yesterday it was a 40 as well. Last week 45, and last month an average of 51. With this recent sell-off, obviously people are starting to get worried. And Bitcoin dominance has officially reached 60% again. Last time Bitcoin dominance reached 60%, we had an extreme rejection and altcoin started to pump. So could there be a silver lining to what's going on in the markets? Top 5 trending coins in the crypto market today: Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2, XRP recovering pretty decently after this severe sell-off yesterday, coming in number 3, Dogecoin coming in at number 4, and Trump coin, another significant drop of 11%, all the way down to $18 a coin. No shakeup in the top 5 by market cap. Currently, Bitcoin number 1, Ethereum number 2, XRP number 3, Tether number 4, and Solana wrapping it up at number 5. Jumping over to X, taking a look at what is going on as far as trending topics that I've found that are important. Number 1 is going to be, what if Mr. Poole was right about his post? And if you guys are not familiar with this, I posted this several days ago, but if we take a look here, there's a pseudonymous user on X.com who has been posting stuff that is kind of like predicting the future, which is pretty wild. But as we can see, this is the post from Mr. Poole's page. He posted this sideways consolidation, pump to the upside with a pullback, then a massive pump to the upside, consolidation, pump, consolidation, and then a second pump. But then it also has this really, really gnarly drop to the downside, nearly back to the consolidation phase. As we saw over the last couple of days, we've had that extreme sell-off reaching $1.75 on some exchanges for XRP to the downside. But obviously today we've started to rally. And if we take a look, it is looking very eerily to the Mr. Poole post that was posted over here. But take a look at the excitement that's about to come if this Mr. Poole was able to tell the future. Now, don't shoot the messenger. This is just what's being said on the actual internet. Is this a conspiracy? Is it a coincidence? We don't know. But is this next move to the upside an absolute rocket ship to the top? Only time will tell, and we'll continue to follow that for you. We cover the real news, the conspiracy news. We cover it all for you. Also, Good Morning Crypto posted, Jack Dorsey posted a video of Michael Saylor transforming into an XRP noster. Saylor transforming from Bitcoin to XRP. What do you think Jack means in this post? And so Jack, if you're not familiar, the gentleman who used to own Twitter now obviously has posting over here on primal.net. We see Michael Saylor as a Bitcoin mech, then turns and jumps to the upside and turns into an XRP coin and flies off into the future. The big headline, obviously, over the last couple of days is this $2 billion worth of liquidations, the biggest in history, bigger than FTX, bigger than COVID. This is insane. Just in, over 188 billion wiped out of the crypto market in the past 24 hours. As you can see, I was keeping track of this as the post continued to come up and come up and come up. Just in, $1 billion liquidated. Then we have Joel Katz, David Schwartz posting, the usual explanation for weekend dips is the buyers can't get fiat into exchanges on the weekends while sellers can get crypto in, which in reality, if you've ever bought crypto on an exchange, you know that that's not true. I mean, if you're buying on Coinbase, if you're buying anywhere, you can load your money into exchanges, but I don't know if he's making excuses or what, but I did want to show you something else that was posted by him. Let's see, he's still got it on here. So January 30th, this was posted right before the sell-off, and he does this stuff. David Schwartz posts very cryptic things. Sometimes his posts have numbers in them, and XRP price ends up going to that number. But take a look at this. He was warning us here. David Schwartz, walking around Ripple's San Francisco office can be scary and confusing. And are you scared and confused about what happened to your XRP? Well, look at what direction he's going. So we're trading sideways, trading sideways, trading sideways, a little small dip from our most recent top, 2 stairs to the downside, and then holy crap, look at that big giant drop. And if we take a look at the XRP charts and we go to the 30th, which was right here, it was literally the last red candle before this extreme drop down the stairs, getting us all the way down here to that crazy drop off of $1.76 is the most recent low. So XRP Army, I know a lot of you are big time XRP followers and you know a lot that goes on. Do you think that David Schwartz was letting us know something was coming? Have you ever decoded any of David Schwartz's posts? Let me know down in the comments. Also important, strategic Bitcoin reserve race. Which states are going to stack first? Arizona, North Dakota, Utah are in the lead. This is a really great post because as you can see here in the diagram, we have Arizona introduced in committee, passed committee, chamber vote, passed chamber, and inactive. So they're following this live. So Arizona's all the way into passed committee. North Dakota's in passed committee. Utah's in passed committee. Illinois is in committee. New Hampshire in committee. Ohio in committee. Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Wyoming all in committee. And introduced is Massachusetts, Missouri, South Dakota, and Texas so far. These states are moving to get a Bitcoin strategic reserve, or will it potentially even be a crypto strategic reserve, which the rumors are going around with what Trump may do. Also in the news, January 2025, Robinhood document on tokenization cites the success of Ripple's tokenization of real-world assets on XRPL, which has already happened. Hundreds of millions of tokenized now, hundreds of billions is coming next. And if you've been following my segment here on the channel, I've been talking about how important real-world assets is going to be for the next wave in the crypto move. That's going to be XRP, HBAR, and so many other tokens that are handling real-world assets. Very positive for what the future's holding for crypto. Whale alert, 430 million XRP tokens locked back in escrow at Ripple, which is positive. 100 million XRP unlocked from escrow to unknown wallet. So remember, this is what happens when it comes to XRP. They do release their tokens on the 1st. Sometimes they'll relock some of them as well. And historically, over time, and we covered this the other day, August was a sell-off, September was a sell-off, October was a sell-off, November was a sell-off, before a pump, of course. December pumped for a couple days before returning to a sell-off. And if you're not aware, the reason that XRP gets unlocked from escrow by Ripple is they are required to do that every single month. And then if the company needs money to fund their programs, they will go ahead and sell them on the open market and even sometimes OTC. And it looks like this month, the whole crypto market crashed, but it does coincide with the potential of Ripple having a sell-off of their own tokens as well. Also, breaking news, digital euro to be issued on Hedera first. According to a credible source that visited the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos, HBAR will power the digital euro and integrate into the European Digital Identity Wallet via W3C verifiable credentials. Eurocoin will be stable. And before this major drop-off, I did want to let you know something was trending, and this is a very important thing to keep in mind because what we are considered out there are going to be retail investors. We're not moving billions of dollars at a time, hundreds of millions of dollars like institutions. But data reveals that investors, retail investors, are panic selling as institutions quietly accumulate. So as we can see here, retail is the purple line. These people have been selling off their holdings of Bitcoin, while the investors, larger investors, the red line is continuing to climb. It's trading sideways at the moment. And then price, of course, is trading right along with these major whale investors. Liquidity is the key to solving payments. The Fed's job is to keep you reacting, not thinking. Raise rates and push the economy to collapse, lower them and devalue the currency. According to Black Swan capitalists here, either way, they win, while the average person plays by the rules that keep them in check. That's why you hold XRP. Be your own central bank in the future.
Of course, liquidity is a big issue. It's a big issue for any sort of financial markets, and the deeper liquidity pools across the world, the more seamless that we can move that value. Custody, very important. Settlements, lending products as well. I mean, it really runs the gamut. And again, we are looking at and studying all, but we're very focused on moving value right now. And we think the liquidity piece is core to all of this. We have seen full circle in that these financial institutions now are the ones that are interested, driving, taking their own initiatives, looking for advice, and certainly a big part of this movement. And if you think about, even as we'll talk about the agenda over the couple of days here, the financial institutions are very much a part of this agenda.
So let's dive deeper into these So interesting breaking news over there on X. Now let's jump into our first article. Crypto market liquidations likely reached $10 billion. And as you saw, everyone was reporting this $2 billion number. However, there's more details on how this actually happened. Bybit's crypto liquidations alone amounted to $2 billion, according to their CEO. The recent crypto market correction may have liquidated nearly $10 billion worth of capital, eclipsing previous estimates. More than $2.24 billion was liquidated from the crypto markets in 24 hours on February 3rd, according to CoinGlass data. Over on X, though, Bybit's founder says, "I'm afraid that today's real total liquidation is a lot more than $2 billion by my estimation. It's probably closer to $8 to $10 billion. FYI, Bybit 24-hour liquidations alone was $2.1 billion. As you can see in the chart below on the screenshot, 24-hour liquidations recorded on CoinGlass was around 333 million. However, this is not all of the liquidations. We have API limitation on how much feeds are pushed out per second. From my observation, other exchanges also practice the same limit liquidation data. Moving forward, Bybit will start to push all liquidation data. We believe in transparency. And as you see right here, Bybit's number liquidations was $333 million. But as he just admitted, just their actual liquidations alone was $2.1 billion. The multi-billion-dollar crypto liquidation event occurred amid growing macroeconomic concerns over the potential global trade war, days after Trump signed an executive order to impose tariffs on goods from China, Canada, and Mexico, according to February 1st statement from the White House. In our next article, we're going to dive deeper into that before we get into the analysts for XRP on the crash. Crypto liquidation data discrepancy caused by API limitations. The differences in crypto liquidations figures were likely caused by limitations in the application program interfaces of cryptocurrency exchanges. Zhao said, we have API limitations on how many feeds are pushed out per second. From my observation, other exchanges also practice the same limitation. Over 730 traders were caught in the multi-billion-dollar crypto liquidation event. Now, this is for people who are trading with leverage, by the way. So if you're a spot XRP holder, a spot Bitcoin, a spot crypto holder, you're not actually trading on leverage, you were not liquidated. And that's why when we talk about a good portfolio, it's smart to have a large hodl bag. And if you're going to play around in these risky markets, only use a small percentage of your bag to do that. The biggest single liquidation order was recorded on crypto exchange Binance for an ETH BTC trading pair valued at $25 million. So some one person lost $25 million on one trade. However, some traders did make millions from this current market correction. On February 2nd, a savvy trader made nearly $16 million on his 50x leverage short position, which was effectively betting on Ethereum's crash. So risk on assets, Trump's tariffs lead to mass Bitcoin and crypto liquidations, and it also had ramifications on the regular stock market as well. Trump's tariffs shocked the markets as investors fear of an impending trade war. While many are saying investors should buy this dip, some analysts are noting that increasing correlation between crypto and traditional markets, stating that incoming tariffs could send Bitcoin tumbling further and increase market uncertainty. I do want to let you know, 2 weeks in Wokeness posts this out. Mexico on their tariffs, they caved. Panama, the canal, they caved. Colombia caved. Venezuela caved. Canada has a meeting with Trump today. We're going to see if that one can end. If both Mexico and Canada can salvage relations with this trade scenario, then markets will recover accordingly. As Bitcoin adoption grows, the role of the asset has changed. Traders, investors, and enthusiasts still debate whether Bitcoin is ultimately a risk-on or risk-off asset. The price of risk-on assets is driven by factors such as earnings, market sentiment, bank policies, and speculation, while risk-off assets serve as a safe haven during times of market uncertainty. And that's why a lot of people were switching into gold, and the gold prices have been skyrocketing over fears of the trade war. With the effects that tariffs have had on the crypto markets, many analysts are now firmly in the camp that Bitcoin is, at the moment, a risk-on asset, and basically all of crypto, because crypto crashed as a total, risk-on assets, and that further market turbulence will likely negatively affect Bitcoin price. According to Alex Kruger, the best hope is that relations from countries targeted by U.S. tariffs aren't too high, and that the U.S. and other countries find common ground fast, so tariffs may be pared back fast and soon. Bitcoin price to rise violently, for we are at war. Other market observers are unfazed by the market's recent dip and believe that conditions currently putting downward pressure on Bitcoin could soon create a meteoric rise. Over the weekend, analysts and crypto Twitter deegans repeated the old adage that investors should buy the dip in anticipation for further gains. Bitwise's European head of research, Andre Dragos, said February 3rd that there were big declines in sentiment and positioning across the board, and that it's a good time to start adding exposure to Bitcoin, in his opinion. Later that same day, he said accumulations were already starting to pick up. In his post on X, it says, nice increase in Bitcoin accumulation activity across many different cohorts more recently. Highest average accumulation activity since mid-2024. And we can see here the green line is the accumulation of Bitcoin as it is starting to increase from the mid-15s up to 45. So the biggest thing to watch right now is to see if this trade war does start to develop, or we already know that Mexico has caved to the demands from Trump. Will Canada also cave today at their meeting?
Hey bull runners, this is super time sensitive, especially if you're looking to stack more crypto before the bull run is over. Did you know that Visa and MasterCard lost a $5.5 billion class action lawsuit for imposing unfair fees on merchants and business owners? So if you own a business, or if you know any business owners that process payments with Visa or MasterCard between 2004 and 2019, that's 15 years, you could actually be owed a refund of 1 to 1.5% of your total revenue from that period. That's a lot of money. For example, this business that generated $1.6 million in credit card revenue during those years is getting back $28,000. This business that generated over $7 million is getting back $93,000. $3,000. And this business that generated over $20 million during those years is getting back over $320,000. That's money they didn't even know was on the table. And all they did was fill out a form through the link below this video. It literally takes less than a minute to see if you qualify, but you don't want to wait too long because the deadline to file is February 4th, 2025. So the sooner that you fill out the form below, the sooner that you can reclaim what's rightfully yours. Plus, if you don't have a business, you can actually earn 3% by referring businesses that do qualify by creating your affiliate account through the link below. So this is a no-brainer way to get money back in your pocket to use for your business, or if you want to use it for crypto or other assets to invest in, you can do that. So click the link below. Let's get you paid.
So the big question for a lot of our audience is XRP going to continue to crash? XRP could crash 38% in the short term due to bearish technical conditions and signs of panic among traders amid uncertainty. XRP price was down 44% over the last 4 days, trading as low as $1.77 on February 3rd. XRP did lose its key support level on February 2nd. XRP dropped from a high of $2.95, sliding below the 50-day simple moving average at $2.61 to close at $2.57. And why this matters: the latest drop in XRP price has seen it breach the 50-day simple moving average, which has acted as a strong support since November 10th. XRP bulls must quickly push this price back above this level to avoid deeper corrections. And here we have the prices labeled out. We got the 50 simple moving average, which is the yellow line. We did finally lose that one. You can see it was holding as a support for quite some time. Unfortunately, it did drop down and bounce below the 100-day simple moving average, which is currently trading at the $2 mark. If it continues its downward spiral, it could even drop all the way down to the 200-day SMA, $1.28. So what about $1.45 XRP? XRP symmetrical triangle breaks down, means $1.45 is possible. XRP's technical setup shows that the price has dropped below the symmetrical triangle, dropping within the price range defined by a similar triangle that formed back on December 1st and January 10th. So as we take a look here, we have our first symmetrical triangle with the larger back end of the triangle here, and then we have our smaller one. The smaller one has already broken down to the downside, which was the $2.50 level. If this continued pattern plays out to the break to the downside, we can see the extension of the arrow getting us to $1.45. Symmetrical triangles marked by the converging trend lines connected higher lows and lower highs are considered to be neutral and can signal either a bullish or bearish situation. A breakout from the pattern on the downside signals bearish trend. As of February 3rd, XRP has surpassed the downtrend target of the smaller triangle at $1.50 and was moving lower. Could lead to deeper corrections. And remember, on a trade, there's always two sides. So the bear side right now, they have their eyes set for the 100-day SMA, that $2 mark. A candle closed below that could later indicate a drop below the larger triangle to $1.45. And this would represent about a 38% drawdown from the current price levels. However, to the upside, conversely, a clear daily candle close above the 50 SMA could propel the price towards the smaller triangle upper trend line again, and a breakout from there could send XRP towards $3.75, a target obtained by adding the triangle's maximum height to the potential breakout point around $3.20. So that $3.20 would be back up here. If we break that up to the upside, we could then get to our $3.75. The bulls have to regain structure. So when we dive into our charts and we take a look here, what we've been talking about for several days is the fact that our slower trend has reset itself at zero. And this is the shaft trend cycle. Last time it was reset to zero and made its move to the upside was back on December 31st when we started to increase from $2.05 all the way up to our new all-time high of $3.40. With the strong recovery today, we have 2 hours and 15 minutes left in today's candle. Even though the tail or the wick dipped all the way down to $1.77, with the push back up from the buyers indicating strength at these lower levels, we need to break through what was a great support level here for us at this $2.80 level. It has now become an extreme resistance. And if we take a look on the smaller time frame of the 4 hours, we can see price got right into that level. Now, positively, right now where we're above the 10 exponential moving average and needs to push back above the 30 and the 50, regaining the 4-hour bullish momentum. As we can see on our Wolfpack indicator, we have dropped into severe bearish signal signs. On our weekly trade, this is what we were talking about. Our shaft trend cycle needed to reset. It has not reset on the weekly charts since bottoming it out at October 28th, so the end of October, before that massive run to the upside, which was all of November. Our first week of December, then we had a sell-off for the remainder of December. Then our month of January was extremely bullish into that new all-time high, correcting at the end of the month. Now getting to the very beginning of February, will we see the push back to the upside? Now, the interesting thing that I saw here as well, the triangle pattern that we were playing out of, which you can see here on the charts, it was back and forth before our breakout to the upside. The lower level of that triangle has acted as a support level. Besides the wick to the downside, on the 12 hours, that has acted as a nice strong support. We have 2 hours and 14 minutes left in this 12-hour candle. We can also see that our trend cycle has reset to zero on this. So we have a reset on the 12-hour. We have a reset on the daily, and our weekly is working its way down for the reset. The only problem that I see right now is that we have 6 days and 2 hours left, and our trend cycle has not bottomed out at zero. It is at the 50 level right now, just got below that today. This could also rebound back to the upside, does not have to reset all the way to zero. But if we do see a turn to the upside here, flip back to green, could see a very nice, powerful move to the upside. And we will know in the next 24 to 48 hours if our daily trend cycle flips back bullish. Our long-term momentum indicator is still showing bullish on the daily. It is still extremely bullish on the weekly. And we have just reset under the zero line, turning to bearish on the 12-hour. So it's very, very pivotal that the next two 12-hour candles start to make the move back to the upside, or else this could be our actual new resistance level here at $2.72, and then seeing a return back to an even lower level and retesting this $1.77, $1.75, which is also where we find our 1100 exponential moving average. Now, when we take a look at our 1 hour 1100 exponential moving average, we've been trending bullish above that level until just yesterday, where we did lose that level. And unfortunately, if we do not keep this level and we break back down, we will be losing bullish momentum on this hourly as well. But as of right now, we are starting to make a move back to the upside. We just have to break through this level, get back above the 200 exponential moving average on the 1 hour. So lots of signs pointing to a potential run back to the upside, but we are still weak on these lower time frames for XRP.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses through the link below. But I'm not going to talk all about that in this video because we have a lot to cover. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers, because we have a lot to cover with you over the next few minutes in this video to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.